What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Bear NecessiTCG, and today we are going to be talking about shipping Pokemon Jumbo cards. Before we get into it, I'd like to thank my 72 subscribers. That is a live feed in the upper right. Thank you for all your support. I'm aiming to get 100 subscribers by the end of the month. I have about 15 days to do that, and 1,000 by the end of the year. So if you found this helpful, you have any questions, leave a comment. Leave a like, hit the subscribe button. That way I can keep making videos like this and improving the shipping process. So let's get into it. I decided it's time to start selling some of my jumbo cards. Now, this video is for the modern size jumbo cards, the ones that are 5x7, just because these sleeves, these envelopes fit them perfectly. So you're going to need a couple things here. So you're going to need some stamps. You're going to need the forever stamps. These are 66 cents per stamp currently. Then you're going to need the additional ounce stamps. You don't want to skip this step because these are 24 cents. It's better to use one forever stamp and one additional ounce stamp. That way you save a little bit of money, because when you're shipping things out, pennies do add up. So you don't want to just be throwing away money in shipping when you don't have to. Some other things you're going to need is you're going to need some protection for the card. So we have the equivalent of a penny sleeve. Now this is supposed to be for photographs, but it works just as well. And they are about 5 cents each, as you can see in the background. I have a couple cards here already in it. There is some adhesive if you want to close it. When you ship it, you're going to want to close it just in case any moisture gets in there. Or if you just want to hold on to it for your collection, I leave them loose, but you can go ahead and use the adhesive. So for example, I have a stack of these and they are all protected. Now I know what some people are thinking. What's the point of doing this? Just leave them in a stack in a corner. And the reasoning is these jumbo cards are all holographic and you don't want them to get scratched up. If any little piece of dirt, dust gets in the middle of these cards and you start shuffling them around, they will scratch. And if you're looking to preserve them, keep them pristine, you're going to want to put them in a sleeve. And especially if you want to send them to someone, because you're going to be selling them as near mint, you want them to be as near mint as possible. So that covers the sleeves, and they give you enough space on the sides. If you can see that, you have a little extra space up there. It's not super tight. I did make the mistake of finding one that was too tight and it was bending the cards, this way. So you can put multiple cards in there if you want to. I don't suggest it, but if you do, just put them back to back when you put them in. That way the holographic part's not rubbing up against each other. And onto the rigid mailer. So you're going to want something that has a little bit of give, because remember, the post office, the postman's going to be grabbing these. He might throw them a little bit. They're in a stack. He might rubber band them, whatever they do to get the mail shipped. So you want a little bit of rigidness in these. I said rigidness. You want a little bit of flexibility. I did this in my last video too. A little bit of flexibility while also being rigid. These things are very good to have. You can place about 4 cards in here with the sleeves. You could get more, but then you're pushing it. You don't want them to start wearing down the edges from the packaging. So I'd say stick to 4. 1 is perfect. 2, 3, 4, you're good. These come to 27 cents each. That sounds like a lot, but you really want to protect these cards, because eventually all of these jumbo cards, they're going to be out of print. They're going to be special. People are going to want them. So you want to protect them. You could just put them in a big manila envelope and wedge them between some cardboard. Sure, you could, but it's not going to be that great. This is the better option. So grab your card, put it in the sleeve. Let's grab the Pikachu VMAX. Pinch the sides a little if you have to. That way it opens up a bit. Slide it in. And it is the perfect size right there. In a real scenario, this would already be folded over the card. But I'm not shipping this out. It'll peel, and it comes with a nice adhesive. From there, you're going to want to put on 2 stamps for for one card, it's over 1 ounce because the rigid mailer weighs quite a bit. So if you're just shipping 1 card, it's going to be 1 forever stamp, 1 ounce stamp that you're going to put on there, and then throw it in your home's drop off. I have a drop off mailbox that I just send things out to. They do accept these with stamps as long as you are within the weight limit. So be sure to get a scale if you're worried, or just take it to the post office if you want to be sure that you have enough postage for it. All these items, I'll have a link in the description so you can check them out. I don't want to say the prices because prices are always fluctuating. Actually, I take that back. I said all the prices, but just keep in mind that prices are fluctuating. So if we do a recap on how much it would be to ship, let's say, this Mimikyu EX the way I described it, the breakdown is we have 27 cents for the rigid mailer. We have 5 cents. I need to stop moving around. I'm making the camera blur too much. All right, 27 cents rigid mailer, 5 cents for the sleeve, 66 cents for the forever stamp, and 24 cents for the ounce stamp, putting it at $1.22. Now, some people could get away with a lot less. I don't recommend it, but keep that in mind if you are selling these jumbo cards on eBay, TCG Player, anywhere, to include that shipping into the cost of the card. If you want to make $2 off this card, then make sure you're selling it for at least $3.22, not counting eBay and TCG Player fees. So keep that in mind. But this is just for shipping. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoy the content. And if you have any questions on shipping these out, just leave a comment and I will be sure to answer it as soon as I can. So that's all I got for now, and I'll catch everyone next time.